Alright, so there are two rules that run the world naturally. There are two rules that run the world generally. Right? So there is the rule that keeps you as a participant, right? Participant in life. And then there is the rules that make you an architect in life. Now the rules that keep you as a participant in life keeps you at the level of the masses. Everything can affect you. Your outcomes are uncontrolled. You cannot determine what is going to happen next, right? But the rules that make you an architect gives you the power to control the outcomes, right? So one of the things you'll be getting from this platform is you are going to be getting psychologies on how to create the results you want. And that is actually the definition of power, right? So one beautiful rule I want us to talk about today is the open secret that certain, in fact, 99.9% of the influential products or service or people that we know today and have a large share of the market are using this particular open secret, right? And what's it called? It's called the power, I call it the power of comparison. Now they understand that the mind always wants to prove a point. You are psychologically a being that is always choosing. You are a choosing organism, right? So these guys have understood the place of making sure the customer does not know you are actually engineering the desire, not them actually being the one naturally giving out or giving up that desire. They are just coming into a space where everything has been structured to elicit that desire. Okay, let me use one example. For instance, the Pepsi and the Coca-Cola battle that we know, that we don't know how it's created, we don't know why it's there, but you just know it's there, right? So when you go to certain stadiums, certain shopping centers, you see that they strategically put Pepsi and Coca-Cola side by side. Now what that does is it moves the customer from the space of what do I want to get anything. They move them from that space of do I want to get something to which of these things should I get. So you're not coming to that environment to now think of should I get something. No, you are leaving the stage of do I want to get something to which of these two things am I actually getting. Do you understand? I made a post or a video before now about total addressable market and serviceable addressable market and then serviceable obtainable markets. And I said, for instance, if you are in the real estate business, right, you are going to be very, very low-minded in thinking. If you are coming to Nigeria to think that you have 200 million people as your target audience because you have 200 million population, no. We know that to do real estate comfortably or safely, not as business now, just a form of wealth preservation or storage, you need at least 5 million naira. And that's to make sure you get a property that you can have your deed of assignment, you know, all of the necessary documentation. Probably a small piece of land, right? And we know the population of Nigerians that actually have 5 million in their account as a cash they are not willing to use for something urgent. We know they are at least 20 million or 20 million less. So you're not coming in to say my total addressable market is 200 million. No. You are saying as a real estate person, my total addressable market is 20 million or less. Now my serviceable addressable market is my structure. What number of these 20 million people can my structure reach? So probably I have a structure that can reach 1 million people in 1 month. So my serviceable addressable market for 1 month is 1 million. Now, it now moves further to say my serviceable obtainable market, which is where the analogy of comparison comes into play. Moving the customer from the place of do I want to get anything here to which of these options am I getting? It's a stage in entrepreneurship. It's a stage in salesmanship that you should understand. Now, your serviceable obtainable market as a real estate person now is I've been able to, with my structure, meet this number of persons, maybe 1,000,000 people for a month. These people that I've met have the capacity to buy, but amongst these 1,000,000 people that I'm meeting, they have 5 million, but are they ready to actually convert to sale? Right? So you are trying to move them from the place of, do I need this thing, to which of the options am I getting? Because the psychology is, you have a mind that always wants to prove a point, and that's a market strategy. You have a mind that wants to select something. So you see people like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. There is no feud amongst them. There's no rivalry among them. These guys are two beautiful players. But the psychology is, let there be a side by side. And if you watch it, it naturally creates a market for itself. And because your mind wants to prove a point, you have to fall into one of the categories. And they will always place them side by side. You see examples like Davido and Wizkid. There is no rivalry. But because they understand the psychology of marketing, I have to move my customers from serviceable, addressable markets, which is the people that can buy, to serviceable, obtainable markets, which is the people that are now choosing to buy amongst the options. So I am giving this out for you to apply this in your business, right? Go into your business and begin to strategize on creating comparison. Understand that the mind is always in a battle of trying to prove a point. So that is a huge market opportunity.